Okay, 10:23 a.m. All right, 10:23 a.m. 10:23 a.m. Don't see nothing. Going back to sleep. Here we are focused. Could be nothing but we have to remain focused. We are waiting for further developments. Here we go. That's how quickly they move. Special delivery, white powder bags. Eye contact, eye contact. There you go. Open for business. Open for business. Open for business. And we got the license plates right there. Right there. And that's the reason for the dog barking next door, 5135, as a distraction away from the white powder bag pickup. The dog stopped barking on command signal. The dog stopped barking on command signal. There you go. So the Daily Planet attacks continue. And, well, it's 11:08 a.m. Saturday, March 8th, 2025. Saturday morning, 11:08 a.m. Dogs barking on command signal next door. Dogs stop barking on command signal once the dog stopped barking. See? And this is a special delivery white powder bag pickup. And we are focused 5130. 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. Open for business. And the strategy, of course, was, you see this vehicle right here? That belongs to the mule that had his whole face, his whole head covered up. And he was looking down. That's right. That belongs to that these are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. And this is his vehicle. So he left, utilizing either a drug dealer connection or customer that's going to drive him over the bridge on Laramie. And his other car is right here as well. He damaged this vehicle as far as car accidents, driving under the influence. Well protected by Town of Cicero police officers involved in criminal activity. All right, the murder plot continues. Extreme high-level frequency electromagnetic field waves shock treatment to the brain continues, coming from next door, 5135, second floor hideout. Daily ordered instructions by Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, along with his nephew, Anthony J. Loader. We're asking for the public support on posted date, January 8th, 2025. Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, regarding tax evasion. And watch the magic happen. Open for business, the machine, Town of Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic. After school children manipulation, daily drug dealing, trafficking, distribution, and packaging, white powder bags known as cocaine, the Candyman, who resides in the basement apartment and clearly is hiding from camera view. There's his vehicle right there, the Candyman, the red Pontiac. Well documented on this YouTube channel, and from time to time he is instructed to park underneath my window to participate on the daily plan attacks. And of course, he is parked far away to avoid the camera's exposure. Daily plan attacks continue with homeowner Martinez's wife sporting her new vehicle for her daily contributions to plan attacks, insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. And her other son is, let's see. Her other son, parked right behind the tree. There he is right there. The black Mustang right there. These are cars that have been issued as gifts, paid incentives, insurance policy fraud, unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. And we continue hearing the dog barking on command signal coming from next door, 5135. And of course, the door is closed back there. See? But the harassment of the dog barking, of course, is down there. Right there by the window in the basement. That's where the daily plan attacks continue coming from as far as the dogs barking on command signal. The dogs stop barking on command signal once I place the camera outside the window. You see that? Okay? These are daily plan attacks. Insurance policy fraud. And let's have a look at the kitchen from real early in the morning using truck lights with a dimmer switch. There you go. This is daily harassment, and we use saw firsthand the reason for this daily harassment. And of course, they're targeting my ex-wife as well. They left this note for her. This is fear. Fear, social acting, is a very big part of this criminal organization. And this is how we have to live. Keeping everything clean, washing the dishes. And you can hear the dogs continually barking on command signal. This is insurance policy fraud. The game of manipulation. And this is after the fact. Yesterday, I was attacked by two officers, Town of Cicero Police Department, police officers involved in criminal activity. Of course, not physically. I was attacked regarding my psyche. That's right. It's community gang stalking and called social acting. Everywhere I go, these police officers involved in criminal activity are trying to provoke movement reaction response, some type of reaction from me, so they can, they're basically standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, and of course, order of protection once I react to the daily plan attacks. And again, this is the day after police officers followed me to Aldi's, grocery shopping, and we uploaded the video of these police officers involved in criminal activity. No business. One of them had their siren on. That's right, their lights on. And of course, once I crossed the street, that's when I noticed them. And I took my camera out. Once I took my camera out, they made a quick exit. That's right. This is social acting, folks. And again, it targets a victim's psyche. Based on books, The 48 Laws, Mind Games. There's Community Gang Stalking with a motorcycle in the background. Again, based on books, The 48 Laws, The Centennial, Mind Games, Community Gang Stalking, The Art of War. There's a number of psychological warfare books out there regarding victim's psyche. So it's very important that the victim be documented, enrolled, and over time, the records will indicate that the victim has a mental health illness history. That's why it's called organized crime family process, because it's very important for the victim to respond to the Daily Plan attacks in order to have this documentation and enrollment and history of mental health illness for the insurance policy to fraud to be effective. So, constant mental health hospital evaluation, victims lose their credibility. Family withdrawal, very important. The family will be manipulated by Town of Cicero police officers involved in criminal activity to place an order of protection. That's right, restricted, no longer accepted home. Their only alternative is to stay within the hospital setting as far as state mental health facility. That's right. So once they stay there, and the victim's family, this doesn't happen overnight, of course. This is the victim reacting to Daily Plan attacks. And I just showed you the kitchen, bright light harassment using truck lights. You just heard the dog barking on command signal. And of course, that's for me to take the camera, go in the backyard, and start recording. And homeowner Martinez's wife is waiting for me with the camera. And we uploaded video of similar strategies used before in the past. And again, it's very important that the victim respond to Daily Plan attacks along with their family members. The family members will respond by calling 911. In my case, my ex-wife has been preconditioned by Town of Cicero Emergency 911 dispatcher named Anna. A joint collaboration with Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart. Unprovoked home visit at 5 a.m. requesting to speak to me. Knocking furiously in the front door. My ex-wife panicked, opened up the door, and they proceeded to do the same to my bedroom door. That's right. I went back to sleep, and before they left, they instructed my ex-wife, if Miguel Rodriguez, starts acting in any peculiar way, do not hesitate. Call 911 immediately. This is called preconditioning the victim's family to respond. It will become second nature for the family to react this way once the victim responds to Daily Plan attacks. Example, bright light harassment, covering up other windows. High frequencies affects the victim's coordination. Yeah, these are electrical impulses that attack the mind and body and, of course, will cause accidents and death. I repeat, high frequencies or electromagnetic field waves, shock treatment to the brain, the victim loses coordination, will cause accidents and death. Bright light harassment, on and off switch. Once the victim naturally reacts by focusing on the light source, on and off switch, visual effects set on the victim's eye scope. That means they can see, it's set on the victim's pupil. So where the victim is focusing on, that's when they hit the on and off switch. And will cause accidents and death. There you go, community gang stalking. Well, accidents and death as well. This is an insurance policy fraud. Now, getting back to the family members, it's not overnight that the family members will respond And trust me, it takes a while. The police officers will continually come out, and they're assigned to this specific area or address. And the signal is once the victim reacts to the daily plan attacks. Covering up the windows is one of the signals they're waiting for, and that's why the police officers will be deployed. And they quickly respond. And, well, again, the police officers involved in criminal activity will continually manipulate the family members that it would be best to place an order of protection. See how that works? It's a mind psyche. And the victim's family, well, constant mental health hospital evaluation, victims lose their credibility. Family withdrawal will happen. The family will sign off all legal rights to the victim. That's right, as part of the order of protection. See how that works? So the manipulation of the police officers involved in criminal activity is very important. And sending a female officer to the victim's family, it just makes makes it more easier, more comfortable, and more natural. It's more of a natural setting for the victim's family to respond. And, of course, the consequences are very severe under doctor's care. The attacks will continue, and you can hear the dog continually barking next door on command signal. This is part of their daily plan attacks. Bait, focus, follow, attention span. So, under doctor's care, the medication is increased and intensifies a victim's reaction to daily plan attacks. Measured with a scale called social acting equals reaction response, calibrated to a victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. And the medication, once it's increased, each time the victim reacts, the consequences are very, very serious and severe. The victim will be sedated from time to time and placed in seclusion so they won't hurt others or themselves. Symptoms: paranoia, hallucinations, psychosis, very concerned with surroundings, loss of coordination with electrical impulses, will cause accidents and death. Bright light harassment, accidents and death, on and off switch. And of course, the medication will be increased each time the victim responds to daily plan attacks. A lot of people have commented, does the medicine harm the patient or victim? No. The medication is there for a reason, and for evaluation purposes, and to make sure that the victim, again, doesn't hurt others or themselves. And the medication is used to make, under doctor's care, it's well managed under doctor's care. But when outside forces, such as electronic harassment, used on politicians and celebrities and people of power, once this is used, it becomes a murder plot over time. That's right. The dog continues barking in the background. You can clearly hear that. It is intentional. And similar products in the Los Angeles, California area, as far as electronic harassment, a microwave oven refurbished for electronic harassment runs like $6,500. That's right. But this Army apparatus tracking signal scanner device, organized crime family high-tech surveillance monitor called Army apparatus tracking signal scanner device. That means from any electrical source outlet, they can track the victim. They can scan their brain. They can frequencies, high frequencies. The TV, from time to time, I have to lower the volume or cut off the volume. Running water, the same, high frequencies. The blender, fan, the furnace heater fan blower, opening up a plastic or paper bag, high frequencies. And, of course, very effective under the influence of medication. The symptoms: paranoia, hallucination, psychosis, very serious symptoms. The victim cannot distinguish fact from fiction. And that this adds to the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind, depression, loss of pleasure or joy, and they lose hope. And there's a reason why there's so many young people at the age of 25 years in a nursing home facility, because of the order of protection over time, and because the family signed off all legal rights, that's right, to the victim. Now, getting to the murder plot. Equal exposure from microwave oven, X-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line, radiation. Radiation health issues from electronic harassment. Brain damage, tumors of the brain, aneurysm, that's right, bleeding of the brain, which I am a victim of. I have a CT scan of bleeding from my brain by University of Illinois. This caused a panic and organized crime. Nello Greco panicked along with his nephew and his family members from 5132. And that's when they decided to move out and sign the contract with homeowner Martinez next door, 5135. Daily Plan attacks. And of course, homeowner Martinez is sporting a brand new vehicle, no job, no school, and her son, a sports vehicle right there, hiding behind the tree. Daily Plan attacks, a Ford Mustang. And the other son is clearly hiding as well, either behind the garage that we have videotaped from time to time. Okay, so getting back to the murder plot, equal exposure to radiation from microwave oven or X-ray machine or sleeping next to a high power line. The death certificate, hospital records will note that the victim has a history of mental illness and is documented as natural causes, not radiation. See how that works? And the medication is very important for the victim to be enrolled and documented and respond to Daily Plan attacks within the hospital setting. The consequences are very severe. The medication heightens the victim's awareness of Daily Plan attacks. In other words, the symptoms of paranoia, hallucinations, and psychosis, and the psychological warfare books that I mentioned adds to the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. Now, the murder plot. Once the victim responds and becomes silent, incoherent, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Victims are coerced, manipulated, preconditioned at home to react to Daily Plan attacks. You may be safe at work, but not at home. The victims are followed home from work. Their information is retrieved electronically through the mail or trash. And sooner or later, the Daily Plan attacks will be deployed and the victims will be reacting. And with a special scale called social acting equals reaction response. It's calibrated as far as the victim's reaction and response. So, again, no open cases. And the reason there's no open cases is because it's so important for the victim to respond to Daily Plan attacks, and the family members, of course. It's very important for the family members to report and call 911 immediately. So, the reason is to stop me from recording 5132 and 5130, of course. And daily drug dealing, trafficking, distribution, and packaging white powder bags known as cocaine. This is the vehicle that we have right here. And of course, the other vehicle was parked right there in an accident. Same owner with the blue vehicle, hiding it from camera view. Okay, we're going to move on. That's it for me for now. Again, this is the day after a ton of Cicero police officers involved in criminal activity as far as attacking my psyche, trying to make a victim response by turning on the sirens. We had them on video yesterday that we uploaded while grocery shopping. And as I was returning, we also uploaded the video of homeowner Martinez waiting for me in the back porch once I returned back from grocery shopping and was attacked by these police officers. Again, I wasn't attacked physically, I was attacked mentally. This is they attack a victim's psyche, and it's very important for the victim to respond. I responded by taking out my camera. They responded by leaving quickly. See how that works? It's called social acting. Social acting is a very big part of this community gang stalking. And we also uploaded a video of my ex-wife returning. She was eye contact right here. Eye contact right here. And the red van was same time frame. The owner of the red van was waiting right here. And he came out on command signal. And my ex-wife was underneath my window. And of course, they wanted me to be by the window as I am now. So she can come upstairs and start reacting and responding by destroying my phones or calling 911. Or if I have the windows covered, even better. That's right. So these are Daily Plan attacks. And another scenario was homeowner Martinez parked right here in front that we uploaded the video. Dead center right in the middle of 5130 and 5132. And on command signal, once I approached the window, the mob, Board of Education, District 99 female, she came out and she pressed the pedal to the metal and drove real fast this way. And guess who was waiting for me underneath my window? Homeowner Martinez. So that's how that works. All right, we're moving on. It's 11:34 a.m., March 8th, 2025, Saturday morning. The day after ton of Cicero harassment. That's right, the day after. The Daily Plan attacks continue. And again, we're asking for the public support. Please contact the IRS, Internal Revenue Services, regarding posted date, January 8th, 2025, regarding this property right here, 5132, and watch the magic happen. That's right. We uploaded the very important person affiliated with the mob and organized crime, and various characters that we have throughout the durations of my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel continues to be attacked on a daily basis. And we uploaded that video as well. The dog stopped barking. The dog stopped barking. How about that? Okay, well, there you go. This is what they do on a daily basis. And yes, I love what I do. This is a public service. And I love playing the victim. That's right. And this is for educational, to make sure a public service notification of how insurance policy fraud works, and no open cases. It is a murder plot. no open cases. And that's why it's very critical for the public to respond by calling Internal Revenue Services, the IRS. All right, we are moving on. And that's all we see for now. And the dog, of course, is going to continue barking. I hope they give him a treat. I don't believe in animal abuse, and that is a form of animal abuse when they're forcing the dog to bark like that. And then, of course, it is coming from 5135. That is a form of animal abuse. All right. We are going to move on. And the Candyman hiding from camera view over there. All right. The dog stopped barking. Am I right or am I wrong? Let's see. There we go. See? Told you. All right. Moving on.